So I was able to get an exclusive interview with Snow Billy from Treyway. Let's get it. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then. Hey, don't forget to check out the link of the day in the description.
Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama. It may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?
BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? All right, so we doing an interview today with a big homie. And can you state your name, please?
Snow Billy.
All right, and how do you first? He has a book coming out. This is the guy that basically helped bring Tekashi69 into Treyway, I believe. But before we get to that, you have a book coming out. You want to let us know about that book?
Exactly. You know, the book is titled 69 Shots, the secret initiation behind us bringing the rapper Tekashi69 into the non-trade gangster blood organization. And the book is definitely about what took place to put him in the position here and now, which led to me, you know, being assassinated for the sake of his career.
Okay, I want to ask you about the attempted assassination thing, but the first thing I want to know is, could you explain to us what Treyway is and where it came from?
Well, Treyway is like an AKA for non-trade gangster. That's what Treyway means. It's like this a short acronym like Treyway instead of saying non-trade gangster. But it's also, you know, it's just like it's like an acronym. You know, it's just Treyway. You know, it's really non-trade. You know, so instead of saying non-trade, we say Treyway.
Copy.
You know what I'm saying?
Copy. Okay, so you said that there was an attempted assassination on your life. Can you let us know what happened and why it happened?
Okay. Well, I wasn't giving I wasn't really supporting a lot of the things that they wanted to do with Tekashi69 at the beginning when he came out. I wasn't really for certain things. You know, there was a lot of shit going on with him and Casanova. You know, I had to get involved in that, you know, to diverge the situation. So, being who I am, certain individuals felt, let's remove him. And once he's removed, we could do what we want to do. So, on my birthday, I was with a few of my I thought they were loyal soldiers. And as I was going to my house, I got out the car to go handle something real quick because it was my birthday and we was going out. As I was getting out the car, two individuals came out behind me, which was my cousin, and another individual who's like my cousin, and one shot me in the neck and the other one shot me in the back of the head.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that happened. So wait, hold on. Let's stop everything for a second. So when this happened, you said that you was because you did some time on Rikers after this happened, correct?
I went right to jail 3 days later because I was on a run from parole. So I had to go to Rikers Island to fight that parole violation.
Okay, so you was on Rikers, and this happened. And what month? You don't got to say the exact date. What month?
January.
This happened in January. So you got locked up in January after the shooting.
Right.
Okay, so then you was on Rikers for how many months?
5 months.
So you was locked up 5 months. So just for everybody to know, this is around the time that Tekashi really did start beefing with a lot of people that he probably shouldn't have been beefing with. Just so I could just throw this out there, I'm not trying to cut you off, but I just want to give people an understanding that when you were locked up, that's when Tekashi started beefing with the people on the West Coast and the people in Chicago.
Exactly.
Which I personally think was unnecessary because I think that his career was doing well enough without these distractions. But okay, so you get you're locked up in jail, right? So let's fast forward 1 minute. We'll go back again. How did you find out who the individuals were that actually shot you, and when did you find this out?
Oh, I mean, I was with him. We've been together all day. You know, the hit was already in, you know, but unbeknownst to me, you know, I didn't know what was going down. You know what I'm saying? So we was together all day, and then at like 11 something at night, you know, I was in the car. We was all together in the car. So when I got out the car to go handle my business, remember, they in the car with me. They wanted to do it in the car, but they thought I had a gun on me. So they were scared. They was like, nah, we can't do it in the car because if he got that gun on him, it might could turn ugly. But I didn't have my gun on me. So they thought that. Now, when I get out the car to go run in the house real quick to go handle something and come back out, before I could go back in the house, before I could go in the house, I was talking to another individual who had just did 17 years for me back in the days, another little homie. So I'm talking to him, which he didn't know what was going down because he, in his mind, he know this is like my family. And then that's when the execution went down.
Okay, and so did you ever find out why the execution, the attempted execution happened? Yeah,
well, a few days ago, I was snatched up by the ATF and the Homeland Security, FBI, and they told me, they said, we know why they tried it. First, they said a person of your caliber. First, let me give you the breakdown at the beginning. While I'm in a hospital, the ATF and the NYPD task force came to see me. They said, if we find out this was a gang-related hit, we will be going federal on the whole situation. I said, yo, listen, man, this don't got nothing to do with that. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. Now, fast forward a month later, this shit take place. They come snatch me up and they say the other day, you know why you were shot? And the reason why you were shot is because you didn't want to give the sanction for the Rainbow Head boy to be in the Treyway. And I'm saying, well, for most part, that's some truth to that because, again, I didn't want him to have that negative attention on him, not the route we was going with him. So these other guys had a different outlook. You get what I'm saying?
So you wanted to have a one specific type of image, like, you know, public image, and somebody else wanted to have a different type of public image that we actually saw him using, but you wanted it to be more of a positive outlook?
Yeah, I wanted to be more of a positive image, more relating to mainstream America, you know, kids and different kind of merchandise and, you know, not the image that they wanted him to have. So, you know, guys wasn't feeling what I was saying, but they couldn't go against it. Only how they could go against it if I was removed from the situation. And that's when the plot went in for my team to plot against me, to remove me from the situation. And they tried it. Definitely tried it. But I'm blessed up, so it ain't work.
That's a fact. I don't know many people that could get shot in the head and neck and then be on the phone with me right now having this conversation. So that's...
Yeah, not only did I get shot in the head and the neck, but I got up and walked 3 blocks to the gas station on Bedford and Atlantic with 2 holes in me and never passed out.
Oh, wow.
I didn't pass out.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's some real Terminator shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And the 9mm hit me in my 3rd vertebrae and my spinal cord.
Wow.
That controls... Your 3rd vertebrae controls everything on your body, your breathing, your movements, everything, your 3rd vertebrae. Any doctor will tell you this. When the doctors seen that, they said, we don't know how you walking or how you even breathing. Later for the head shot, the neck shot, you know, and I just said, yo, you know, I owe all the God though at the end of the day, man, because, you know, I've done my share of putting in work when I was younger. So at the end of the day, you know, what comes around goes around. You know, no matter how I got to come back around. And when it came back around, God was there to make sure that I got you, son. But you got to do something for me. You know?
All right, so how did you get Tekashi69 in the first place under your wing?
Well, they was at the dog pound, right? And the dog pound is considered a place where homies come to when they don't got nowhere to stay, you know, have certain discussions and everything. So when I heard about the situation, of course, being who I am, I went right to the situation. What's going on? What's this kid? What's the vibes? Bing, bing, boom, boom. And that's when Shotty breaking everything down to me like, yo, this is what it is, big homie. Ba, 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 boom, bing, bing. I'm like, all right, cool. So this is what we doing with him. And this is how we go market him, and this is what we go do. You know, he was over at a house that we considered a dog pound at the time.
Okay.
And he was
Can you
homeless.
tell me the conditions? Because I want to know like exactly what the conditions were before, like, you actually stepped in and started doing whatever you was doing.
Well, I didn't have that much time because, you know, the plot went in fast. You know what I'm saying? So the time I did have with him and his real manager, Chris, we discussed on what we're going to do with him with his first tour and how having merchandise available and we'll be taking him at, because Chris is a real intelligent man, not this shoddy dude. It's
Okay,
Chris.
so hold on. I want you to explain to me who Chris is. All right, so yeah, who is, just so people could get an understanding of who Chris is. Because you mentioned him like twice.
Right, Chris is Tekashi69 original manager. The real manager.
Okay. So
that's who Chris is.
All right, so Chris is a businessman, a business guy, obviously.
Right, definitely. No street ties, strictly business. He's the reason why Gummo got so many views. He's the mastermind behind all them views with that video. It's Chris.
All right, so okay, hold on. So you was telling us about this dog pound, right? The house.
Right.
I want to. So is that where Tekashi stayed at?
Yeah, that's where he stayed at. You know, that's where he was staying at because he ain't had nowhere to go. So, you know, he was staying over there with us. You know, he was staying there. And that's how the Gummo video came about, because he's staying there and, you know, all the homies is there, you know, in and out. So it's like, yo, all right, cool. Let's put this video together. We go display the homies in the background, give him this image to make him look like, you know, he's part of the gang and X, Y, and Z, you know?
Yeah, not for nothing, but that Gummo video was a win. People could say whatever they want about what been going on with Tekashi and his marketing, but I am one person that 100% believes that without that Gummo video, Tekashi does not reach the heights of popularity that he did. I think that video in itself was fucking genius, and all I could say is if you guys do decide to stay in the realm of hip-hop or music in general, I could see y'all doing some big things with some good ideas and being able to, you know, use that platform in order to be successful in.
Definitely, man, definitely. And shout out to all the homies, man, that was definitely in that video, man, and having got compensated, you know, thanks to Shoddy, grimy ass.
Wait, explain that real quick.
I said shout out to all the homies that was in that.
Not that part. They didn't get compensated because of Shoddy?
Right, nah, they didn't get compensated at all. You know, they didn't get compensated for nothing dealing with that video. Nobody got compensated.
Sorry to hear that happened.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it was wicked, man. Very wicked. You know, very wicked. So
Shoddy was controlling the money at one point or another?
I mean, Shoddy was doing like grimy shit, like, you know, he'd do walkthroughs and he'd take the money, you know, whenever we wasn't around, or he'd do a walkthrough and charge probably $20,000 and give Tekashi 5 and keep 15, and
oh, wow.
You know, he was doing a lot of foul shit, man. But Shoddy is a foul dude, though. Like, you know, these are my, Shoddy's a foul dude. You know, Shoddy is not a businessman. Shoddy is a robber. You know, he's not a businessman. He's not business orientated. You know what I mean? He might have seemed like it because he was already just getting his feet wet, but he didn't know what to do with the situation, as we can all see now. Look at it. It's a fucking mess.
Well, you did say that you gave him a template. So even though he didn't know what to do, he probably was following that a little bit along the way so he don't seem incompetent. I'm not saying he is incompetent. I'm just saying to make him seem more competent.
Well, the blueprint we set down and I gave to him was basically, you know, how we gonna market this kid. But he had his own secretly hidden agenda of what he was gonna do once he was able to eliminate those that need to be eliminated.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? And he brung certain other people around that certain other people wasn't getting along with. So he tried to play a game like, okay, cool. I need the big homie around. So now when he bring me around, it's like, okay, cool. When I'm around, these other niggas ain't gonna say nothing. You get what I'm saying? So that gave him an outlet to play everybody against each other and then pull him out the circle once his plan succeeded, you know? But everything backfired on him, you know what I'm saying?
Got a question.
Yes.
What happened with Billy Otto?
Well, Billy Otto, that's the homie, man. I really don't know Billy Otto like that because, again, I'm not really with the whole crowd thing. I'm considered like the ghost. I stay behind the scenes, man.
Copy, I get that.
But from what I gather, Billy Otto was around us, and some way, somehow, Shotty pulled a fast one on him. You know, I was away. I was on Rikers Island. So remember, everything took place while I was already incarcerated. I was shot and I was gone. Remember, I got shot on the 19th and I was on Rikers Island on the 22nd. So, you know, what took place, I don't really know because I was inside. I was getting little bits and bits of people coming off the street and all that, but I didn't really get the in-depth on everything that took place. But I already knew, you know, once I was in for like 3 months, I already started piecing it together like, wow, this is what's taking place in this. You know, now everybody want to be telling me, oh, yo, we should listen to you now, but it's too late. You know, it was listening then and then, not, you know, later on down the line, because look what happened.
Yeah. They should have definitely
You know?
have been listening to something else other than what they were listening to. That's a fact.
Right. And it wasn't nobody responsible around. Like, I'm the responsible one. You know what I mean? I'm the mind. So, you know, this is why I was involved in Tekashi life on the sole purpose of being the brain in his life, you know, because these other guys are not the brain, you know. So by me not being around, left him open for anything. And when I say anything, that was like, you know, Shotty and snuck his little, you know, his little 2 cents in, got in his head because nobody was around, you know, to help the kid. And he maneuvered the situation from there.
Oh, wow. All right, so you're saying recently, just want to hit on this point again. You're saying recently the FBI and these guys pulled you up, whatever the reason it was, and they told you that the people who actually put the hit out on you were the people that was in. Oh, well, no. The reason why the hit was put out on you was because you didn't want to sanction Tekashi69.
Right.
Okay, so,
Exactly.
and you're also saying, I just want to just make sure we got these points. And you're also saying that Shotty was trying to get everybody from around Tekashi so he could try to run his career.
Exactly.
Okay, just hold on. And if I'm not incorrect about this, you're also saying that Shotty was basically charging people money for Tekashi services and then taking more than half of the money that was supposed to be paid to Tekashi in the first place.
Exactly. But I was only around probably for one of those. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, I got shot on the 19th. Then after that, after I was shot, then that's when everything started taking place. The little strip club walkthroughs and whatever they was going to. I was in jail. Aces and Cityscapes, whatever they was going to. You know, when I was incarcerated, man, Shotty was definitely taking the money, man, from this kid way before the big money was taken. Like, Shotty was been taking money from him, you know. Taking money from him.
Got a question. Did you see the Breakfast Club interview?
I did watch it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did watch little snippets of it.
In the Breakfast Club interview, Tekashi speaks about how somebody, I'm not going to say everything that he's saying because I don't want to get into that. I don't want to, go too far into this. But in it, he says something about people taking his money. Could he have been talking about Shotty?
Of course he was talking about Shotty. 100% he was. 100%. Because he knew this was taking place way before he even got to the levels he had now. you know, but that was definitely the fact that, you know, Shotty ripped them off, you know, for a couple $100,000. You know, they all probably broke that money up. You know, it was like 1.9 after they gave them 300,000 out to 2.2, would have left at 1 point and some change, and they all probably tucked 300-400 a piece, and you know, had a field day with that little bit of change, man.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up, but before we go out, I want you to tell us about that book, and just
Okay.
I want you to tell us about that book one more time.
Okay, well, the book is titled 69 Shots, you know, the secret initiation responsible for blood and the rapper Tekashi69 to the non-trade gangster organization. You know, basically how his career prospered, you know, due to certain incidents and what took place from the beginning to the end. You know, it gives the in-depth story on how many people were shot and everything, you know, from why shot. That's why it's called 69 Shots, because it gives the in-depth on the whole rise and fall of Tekashi69 and the non-trade gangster blood set.
So basically, anybody that wants to know exactly what was going on through this whole Tekashi69 movement, that's basically that information, the behind the scenes stuff that people don't even know about, is going to be in this book.
Yes.
And I'm just assuming, because we spoke a little bit earlier before we got on, you said that you were writing, you had to write, because the book was already done. So now you're just adding a couple of more chapters to it because of the things that have just recently transpired. Correct?
Exactly.
All right, my brother. It was definitely a pleasure to have you on. We will do this again soon, hopefully. And
right, we definitely will. But let me say one thing before we go. You know, I just want the kids and the kids and the up and coming hip hop artists to know that, you know, this book is being marketed in regards of gang prevention awareness. Like, listen, man, you know, I've done serve. I didn't lost my life to prison. I faced multiple life sentences when I was younger. This is no secret. You know, I didn't been shot in the head and the neck. You know, so there's no one else better to tell a gang prevention story but me. Like, you know, because I didn't do both. I lost my life to the penitentiary at one point and got it back, and I lost my life in the streets and got it back. So, you know, this right here will open, you know, these kids who want to be down and want to think running with a gang is cool and all that. Well, this is the book to let you know that when you think about entering gang culture and all that, so what to expect. With respect, man, you know, it might all seem glorious at the beginning, but trust me, it's nothing but poison at the end.
My brother, I don't know what you was doing before, but if this is what you're doing now, you're doing God's work. And that's a fact.
Yeah, man, definitely, man, definitely. This is God's work, man. You know, he kept me here for a reason. He made a deal with me, man, and said, listen, I'm going to get you off this ground, bro, but you got to do some things for me, man. You know, and I said, all right, cool, man. I'm accept that, man. I'm accept that. And I got up off that ground and walked 3 blocks, man, with a bullet in my neck and head, man. I walked 3 blocks, 3 long blocks. You know, when we do the movie, people will definitely go see the visual, man, that what really took place, man. That, you know, the shit is real serious, man. Like everybody said, the movie need to be done, a movie more. Okay, cool. We definitely go do the movie, man. We go put the movie out there to show the rise and fall of this whole situation.
All right. Thank you for being a guest. Definitely do appreciate you. We out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.